Hi friends, in this lecture I will be dealing with the basic electronics subject and myself Deepashri AP. Self-introducing myself, I have completed my PG in Digital Electronics and UG in Electronics and Communications, and I have a experience of 6 years in teaching various subjects like ARM controller, basic electronics, electronics and communication, principles of electronics, electrical, multimedia communication, digital circuits, etc. As learning is a continuous process, I want to study and teach new subjects so that I can improve as well as I can share my knowledge. So here we can see the complete syllabus of module 5, which consists of a difference between analog and digital signal, number system, hexadecimal conversion, conversion of decimal to binary, hexadecimal to decimal and vice versa, Boolean algebra, basic gates and universal gates, half adder, multiplexer, decoder, flip-flops and shift registers and counters. And the last part is about the communication system. So all this topic will be covered in a separate video lecture. Now coming to the combination circuits. So the basic combination circuit, we can talk about the half adder. What is this difference between this combinational and sequential? Combination circuits depends upon the present input only. That is, the output depends upon the present input. What input is given at this moment, that input, depending upon that input, the output will be obtained. So half adder. Half adder is a combination circuit that performs the addition of two bits. This circuit needs two binary inputs and two binary outputs. So what all things we should include in the truth table? This is the truth table, and in this we can see that two inputs, that is x and y, and carry and sum, carry out and sum is the output bits. So when 0, if we have 2 bits as the input, then 2 raised to 2, 4 different combinations will be there. That is 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1. Now when both the inputs is 0, we know that 0 plus 0 it is 0 and there will not be any carry, so it is 0. 0 plus 1 it is 1 and no carry. 1 plus 0 it is 1, no carry. 1 plus 1 it is 0 with a carry 1. So sum is 0 and we have a carry. So looking into this, we can write the equation directly since it is only a 2-bit, that is S equal to, when S is high, that is S is high at this particular point. So what is the condition? X bar Y, that is X bar Y plus next S is high at this condition. So what is the corresponding literals there? That is X Y bar. So as equation for S is X bar Y plus X Y bar. In the same way, when the C is high, so C is high at only one condition, that is the last condition. What is the corresponding literal? That is X Y. When the literals are in this manner, we are writing it as dot product, and when the output is high for more than one condition, then we are ORing it together. That's why it is plus here, and in between the literals we have the dot. So sum and carry X bar Y plus X Y bar can be written as X XOR Y. That is the equation for sum. So I can draw the circuit diagram for the same by using a XOR gate and a AND gate. So this is the circuit for the half adder circuit. This is the circuit which consists of sum as well as carry. Here we can see the full adder circuit. It consists of 3 inputs as well as 2 outputs. So the main advantages of full adder over half adder, it is, in case of half adder we can only add 2 bits at a time. So for example, if a carry appears, then such type of addition is impossible in case of half adder. So coming to the full adder, so here we can see, for example, let me choose 3 bits. Here it is shown 3 bits is added at can be added in this case at a time. So if I add 1 plus 1, it is 1 0 with a carry 1. See here we can see 1 plus 1, 1 0 with the 0 with a carry 1, and again if I add 1 to that, it is 1 with a carry 1. So 1 plus 1 plus 1, it is 1 with a carry 1. And we know that if we are using 3 input bits, and since it is binary, so it is 2 raised to 3, means it will have 8 different combinations. So 8 different combinations means combinations are starting from 0 0 0 until 1 1 1. And the same way, how to get this carry out as well as sum, how can we write the truth table? For example, starting from 0 0 combination 0 0 0. So add this, all this together, we will get both the outputs as 0, and 0 plus 0 0 in the second combination, that is 0 plus 0, it is 0, again 0 added with this one. So we will have sum as 1 and carry as 0. The same way 0 plus 1 plus 0, we will have carry as 0 and we will have the sum 1. The same way 0 plus 1, it is 1, that 1 is getting added with this one. So we will have sum as 0 and a carry 1. So in this case it is 0 1, and in this case the sum is 0 and the carry is 1. In here, that is 1 1 0, it is carry is 1 and sum is 0, and the last case, all the 3 ones together. Already we have discussed this, the same case here, and in that case we know that carry as well as sum becomes 1. Now coming to the, with reference to the truth table, we have to draw the K-map. So here we can see that this is the K-map for sum and this is the K-map for carry out. If I go on writing the K-map, that is, wherever sum is high, those values I am mapping into this box, and this box is called as K-map. We will study K-map in detail in future. Now what is required is just mapping into this, or else after mapping into this also we cannot group, all are in the individual group. So what we have to do is write the equation for the S directly from the truth table by using the literals, like it becomes S equal to x bar y c in bar plus x bar y c in bar plus x y bar c in bar plus x y c in. And once we get this equation, then that is rearrange, take the common terms and bring it into the format like either x XOR y XOR c in, or c in x or x XOR y, because by taking the common terms, like here we can see that c in is common, so I can see in this c in bar and c in bar is common. By taking the c in bar as common, I can write this as x bar y plus x y bar. The same way in this term and in this term c in is common, so if I take c in as common, then remaining is x bar y bar plus x y. So again it is a bar b plus a b bar format. So I can write whole together in the XOR. Like if I take this as x and x bar y plus xy bar. I can write this as x XOR y plus Cin into x bar y bar plus xy bar, that is x XNOR y. So it will be having a complement here. XOR, so a bar b plus a b bar will be the form. So it can be written as Cin in XOR x XOR y. In the same way, for Cout, if we put the K map and I can group the two ones together, after grouping I will get xy plus x into, sorry, after grouping I can get this as xy and this as Cin into x Cin plus this as y into Cin. So this will be the Cout equation, xy plus x Cin plus y Cin. So in this way, either we can get it from here or else in the same way we can derive it from the truth table and then simplify. Once we simplify, we will get some simplified form of the equation. Circuit of the full adder. So we have seen the sum equation equal to Cin XOR x XOR y. So by using two XOR gate we can draw the circuit for the sum. In the same way for Cout, we have seen that 3 and xy, x Cin and y Cin. So by using 3 and all this output is all together given to a OR gate. So we will get the Cout here. Either this one is the one equation or else we can also write Cout equal to, this is from the truth table. If we write this directly from the truth table, that is wherever the C output C is high, corresponding literals we have taken here and written, and then simplifying that is take the common terms. Cin is common, Cin is common and xy is common here. So taking Cin common, remaining x bar y plus xy bar. So Cin into x XOR y it becomes, and here xy is common, Cin plus Cin bar, a plus a bar equal to 1. So plus xy will be the output equation after of Cout of when we take directly from the truth table. Full adder using two half adders. We know that the equation for the sum and carry in case of full adder, already we have found it. Sum equal to x XOR y XOR z, and in the same way for carry we know the equation xy plus z into x XOR y. So here observing the two equations, we know that x XOR y is common, isn't it? So by using this x XOR y, we know that the output of half adder is x XOR y, and for sum and for carry it is xy. So one half, let me draw the first half adder. Like it will be having the input x and y and is given to the XOR gate. Here I will get x XOR y and xy as the Cout of the half adder. X and y is given to the AND gate. Here I will get xy. So this is one half adder. Now by using one more half adder, I should get the full adder output here. So here one more half adder I am going to draw, that is one more XOR gate and AND gate. So where I should give what input I should give here? So here I got x XOR y. Now remaining is XOR z, isn't it? That should be XORed with z. So x XOR y should be given to one input of XOR, and here I should give z. So I'll get the sum output here. Now to find the carry out, what should be done? So xy is obtained here. Now what else we need? That is z ANDed with x XOR y. X XOR y is obtained here. It should be ANDed with Z. So Z input. So Z input is given to the AND gate. It should be, another input should be Z. By seeing this equation, it should be Z, and the output we will get, that is Z ANDed with X XOR Y. Now it should be ORed with XY. So XY we have here. So that and this output, it should be ORed. So I'll get my Cout of the full adder. So in this way we can represent a full adder using two half adder circuit. Parallel adders. Here we can see the circuit diagram for the parallel adder, and in this we have 4 full adder circuit. 1, 2, 3, 4 full adder circuit. So each full adder adds 2 bits along with the carry bit at a time. So the output will be a sum as well as a carry. So we can see in all the cases 3 bits will be added at a time and 2 outputs will be obtained. And initially we don't have any C in input, it will be 0. See, for example, let me take an example as 1101 plus 1011. So initially there will here it will be 0. The carry to this LSB bit, it will be 0 because we don't have any bit prior to this. So always this will be 0. So let me number this as in A series and this one in B series, and the carry in C series, and the sum, this as the sum, and final as the final MSB as the carry C4. And the same way A0, B0 and S0 along with the C0 is considered in the first full adder. So 1 plus 1, this to 1 as is given as the input to these 2 bits, and the Cin will be 0 for the first full adder, and the corresponding output, that is sum output, will be 0, and the carry, we have carry C1 as 1. This one will come here. So after that, these 2 bits, that is A1 and B1, will be given, that is 0 and 1 will be given. It will be get added up with this Cin, and then the sum will be 0, and we will have a carry 1 again. That carry will appear here. Again other A2, B2, that is 1 and 0 is given to A2 and B2. Corresponding output, it will be 0, sum output is 0, and we will have a carry 1 here, and that will appear here, and it gets added with A3, B3, where A3, B3 is 1 and 1. So 1 plus 1 plus 1, that is sum is 1 along with the carry 1. So 1, 1, 0, 0, 0 is the output of this 2 addition of this answer is 1, 1, 0, 0, 0. The problem or disadvantage in this case is, that is, each full adder has to wait for the carry output. Like after getting this carry output only, it can perform the addition and it will get corresponding sum and carry out. Cout answer of that particular full adder. So each full adder has to wait for this section, that is C out of the previous bit. So each full adder has to wait for this. So there will be a delay due to this, where this waiting of the previous full adders carry out, there will be a delay in the circuit. That is about the parallel adder. Multiplexers, or in simple we can say mux. What is mux? That is, we can remind in this way, like make many to 1. So it will be having many input and 1 output. Here we can see 3 to 8 line decoder. So here we have 3 inputs and 8 outputs. The names say ABC are the 3 inputs and this is the various outputs. 2 raised to 3 means we have 8 different combinations, that is Y0 to Y7. So each condition, depending upon this input combination, corresponding output will be high. So if the input is 0 0 0, then Y0 will be high and it goes on, that is 0 0 0 0 0 1 it is Y1 and 0 1 0 it is Y2, 0 1 1 it is Y3, 1 0 0 it is Y4 and 1 0 1 it is Y5 and 1 1 0 it is Y6 and finally 1 1 1 it is Y7. In that way it goes on to different combination, corresponding output of the decoder will be high. So it has 3 inputs as well as 8 different outputs. So depending upon the input combination itself, corresponding output will be high. So it will be having a enable pin which will enable this decoder so that it starts working as per the input provided. A MUX has n control lines, 2 raised to n data inputs and 1 data output. So it will be having many inputs, in the sense 2 raised to n data inputs and n control lines and 1 output. The main function of the MUX depends upon this control lines, or can also be called as select lines. A multiplexer routes or connects the selected data input to the output. That is, which input should be connected to the output? It depends upon the select lines. The value of the control input determines the data input that is selected. The main objective of the multiplexer is to select one signal from a group of 2 raised to n input to be an output on a single output line. Now let us see the corresponding circuits related to this. So here we can see the MUX. It is 8:1 multiplexer where we have the input lines I0 to I7, and so this is the input lines and we have many input lines and only one output. 8 input, 8 to 1 means this is the output and this is the input. So on what basis this will be selected? That is 2 raised to n input. 2 raised to 3 is 8. So 3 select lines will be there. So this is the MSB of that bit and this is the LSB. Now this is the corresponding truth table, like when which input will be connected to output depending upon the select lines. Say select lines are given A, B, C, and when all the 3 input is 0, first I0 will be connected to Z. So whatever may be the data in the I0, either it is 1 or 0, it will be appearing at this Z. In the same way, for 001 it is I1 gets connected, and 010 it is I2, and 011 it is I3, 100 it is I4, and 101 I5, 110 I6, and finally 111 I7 will be connected to Z. So we can write the output equation Z equal to, that is A bar dot see Z. This is the Z. So output, what is the combination for this I0? That is A bar, B bar, C bar, plus the combination for this A bar, B bar, C into this I0, because the data should appear, isn't it? For that we have to multiply with this I0, that is A bar, B bar, C bar into I0 plus A bar, B bar, C into I1 plus A bar, B bar, A bar, B, C bar, I2 plus A bar B C I3 plus A B bar C bar into I4 plus A B bar C I5 plus A B C bar I6 plus A B C I7. This will be the equation for the Z, or the equation for the output Z in the multiplexer. So here we can see the implementation of 8:1 mux using and OR. So anyway, we have written the equation for the output Z. In that we have seen that for first condition 2I0, that is what all things it was there, that is I0 means I0 equal A bar dot B bar dot C bar into I0 was the equation for in case of first term in case of output, isn't it? So here we have drawn A, and A bar is considered with the help of an inverter. So the output of this inverter, it will be B bar. In the same way, all the inputs or all the select lines has been drawn here. These are the select lines. Depending upon this only we will get the output. So A, B, C and corresponding complemented form also written here. And later for I0 we have to get connect the AND to the complemented form of 3 select lines, that is A bar, B bar, C bar. So here we can see that A bar, this is B bar. See here we can see that B bar, and same way C bar. Along with I0 it gets connected to AND. In the same way for all the AND gates, depending upon the equation what we discussed in the Z, depending upon that it gets connected. For I1 it is 0 0 1 means A bar, B bar, C. That is here we can see that it is A bar here, B bar it is connected here, and for other input is C. Along with that I1 should be connected. So all inputs is given to the AND, and the output of all AND is given to the OR gate, because in the Z equation what we have discussed, we have seen that we had a plus after each term. So the output of each AND gate is all together. So in this way we can implement 8:2 mux using AND and OR gate. Decoders. The objective of decoder is to decode an n-bit binary number producing a signal on 1 to 2 raised to n output lines. So in its general form, a decoder has n input lines to handle n bits and form 1 to 2 raised to n output lines to indicate the presence of one or more n-bit combinations. The binary basic binary functions AND gates can be used as the basic coding element because it produces a high output only when all the inputs are high. The main difference between the mux as well as decoder is mux completely functions as per the select lines. The complete working of the mux depends upon the select lines, whereas in decoder we doesn't have any select lines. Its working is mainly depending upon the enable. If the enable pin is high, then we can explain the function of the decoder, whereas we don't have any enable, instead we have the select lines. So in case of mux, depending upon the select lines, we are explaining the working of the mux. Here we can see 3 to 8 line decoder. So here we have 3 inputs and 8 outputs. The names say ABC are the 3 inputs and this is the various outputs. 2 raised to 3 means we have 8 different combinations, that is Y0 to Y7. So each condition, depending upon this input combination, corresponding output will be high. So if the input is 0 0 0, then Y0 will be high and it goes on, that is 0 0 0 0 0 1 it is Y1 and 0 1 0 it is Y2, 0 1 1 it is Y3, 1 0 0 it is Y4 and 1 0 1 it is Y5 and 1 1 0 it is Y6 and finally 1 1 1 it is Y7. In that way it goes on to different combination, corresponding output of the decoder will be high. So it has 3 inputs as well as 8 different outputs. So depending upon the input combination itself, corresponding output will be high. So it will be having a enable pin which will enable this decoder so that it starts working as per the input provided. Please refer my blog Explore Electronics and the path for the blog is given here. Please do subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for the updates. Keep watching. Thank you.